What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. In today's quick sensor tutorial, I'll be showing you how to connect the DHT22 temperature and humidity sensor to the Arduino Nano Every. So we're just going to jump straight into it here. The first thing you want is the physical connections, mimicking exactly what you see in this diagram. So take your DHT22 and connect it with 3 jumper wires, as you could see here, with ground to ground on the Arduino Nano Every, followed by the power pin to the 3.3 volt pin on the Arduino Nano Every, and followed by that data connection to the D2 pin on the Arduino Nano Every. Also keep in mind we are using a 4-pin version in this tutorial, but really if you have the 3-pin version, you just have to take that middle pin, which is the same as this yellow one right here, and connect it to that D2. And on the 4-pin version, we don't even use that 4th pin right there, so don't worry about that. And so once you have that connection as well, one more thing to keep in mind is if you do not have an Arduino Nano Every, you can just simply map the same connections to your Arduino board. Typically their connections D2, D3, and D4. You can find them online. So just make sure you map the same connections. And once you have that all connected, you can simply go to the Arduino IDE and of course power on the board. And I'm already connected to my Arduino Nano Every. And if you are using an Arduino Nano Every specifically and you want to connect to that for the first time, you want to search on the left here in the boards manager. Sorry, you want to click Boards Manager there, search Nano Every, and install the Arduino Mega ABR boards. Okay, so just go ahead and install that. And once you have that installed, you can simply go to the boards here, and you can select that board by going here. I already have it selected. And then you also want to select the appropriate port. So if your sensor or your microcontroller is working fine, you will be able to see that port. So I'm just selecting it. And then once we have that, simply what we want to do is we want to search DHT Adafruit in the library manager, and we want to install the DHT sensor library by Adafruit. Installs fairly quickly, and what's nice about this library, it has compatibility for other DHT sensors which you may have at hand. And then finally, once you have that library, it's really nice because Adafruit library code comes with a lot of examples that provides sufficient skeleton code to simply start running code on the device right away. So you could just go to File on the top there, Examples, and you can see I went to DHT Sensor Library, and we could just do DHT Unified Sensor. So this is an interesting file. And this has some parameters here. We really don't have to play around with any of them, but what it's pretty much doing is first, as you can see, it's defining which DHT we want to connect to and which pin. So we already did the 2-pin, but really you can connect to other pins as well if you like. But we just did the 2-pin as you saw in the physical diagram. And of course ours is the DHT22, but you can also do DHT11 and DHT21 just by simply uncommenting those. And the rest of this is just simply a setup here in terms of the baud rate and some other parameters is printing out. And then in the loop, the main thing we want to focus on, it's just printing the temperature values in degrees Celsius and the humidity in percentage. And that's really all it's doing. And it's just a really simple sensor and really easy to use. And this library makes it even easier. So let's just go ahead. And once we have everything set, we can just go ahead and upload this. So just give that a moment. Okay, so wait till it's done uploading. Okay, sometimes it does take a while at the beginning. Okay, so it's done uploading. And you may be asking yourself, what is happening? So in Arduino, you just want to open the serial monitor, and you just want to look at that baud rate, and you could see right away we are getting values, and to me it does look accurate. And so if you want to test the accuracy of this, you can just blow on the sensor, and that should increase the humidity value from the moisture in your breath. So I'm just going to go ahead and blow on this sensor, and you can see right away that it should start going up. You see 60% and that as well. And also what you can do if you want more frequent sensor readings, you can play with this delay value. It has the sensor.min delay, which I believe is by design for the sensor, but really I think you can get more out of it per interval if you'd like to, maybe with less accuracy. I haven't played around with it too much, but even if you want them more infrequent, you can just increase this or decrease this denominator, and you should get a longer delay. So I hope I showed you the basics of connecting to this sensor with the Arduino Nano or really any Arduino model. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, everyone.